It is happening. DC is moving movies again. And possibly another hint that Ben Affleck will still be the Batman. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. So DC is moving movie dates again. This time it's pushing back Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Now, Shazam, Fury of the Gods was supposed to come out this December, but because it was going up against Avatar, they decided to move it to March 17th of 2023, which is actually a very smart move because I better not go up against Avatar 2. Avatar, that's quite a big movie. David F. Sandberg seems to be very thankful for this move. That way he can secure a lot of those IMAX screens for Shazam Fury of the Gods. But wait a minute, wasn't Aquaman the Lost Kingdom on March 17th? Yeah, so Aquaman the Lost Kingdom had to be delayed all the way to December 25th of 2023, which is actually a really good date for an Aquaman movie because the last time Aquaman came out on December, it actually made $1 billion in the box office. So here's hoping that that would be done again. Now, because of the premiere of C, Jason Momoa has been promoting Aquaman the Lost Kingdom. He said, "We wrote a great story. I was one of the writers on it, and the minute we finished Aquaman, I went in with a 50-page outline for the second one, and they used it, and they liked it. It's got my heart in it. I feel very connected to the character and have played him across, 4 movies now?" And he says he will keep suiting up for the deep water as long as moviegoers dive in after him. As long as we can. If people don't like it and it feels like it's past its due date, then we won't make another one, he said. But if they love it, then we will make more, I don't want to force anything down someone's throat to watch it, but I love it. And upon hearing the news that Aquaman the Lost Kingdom moved to December 25th of next year, James Wan decided to share a bunch of awesome concept art for his movie. I mean, just look at all these pictures here. It looks like it's going to be a big epic adventure. There's a lot of fantasy art here. There's a gigantic war that's going on here, and it just looks like a big budget sci-fi extravaganza with some fantasy and superhero action. It even has a little bit of that Thing. I mean, doesn't that kind of remind you of The Thing? I mean, it's got to have that horror element in there, definitely. But not only is James Wan and Jason Momoa promising a fun, epic adventure, Jason Momoa is also teasing Batman. This is what he had to say.
"Well, I can't tell you anything about the reunion. He may or may not be in it, and there could be more or less, or even more Batmans in it. Who knows? You can only know a little bit."
Yeah, Jason, we already know that Ben Affleck is in the movie. You don't have to play coy. We know. You shared it yourself. You leaked it out that Ben Affleck is joining Aquaman the Lost Kingdom.
I love Ben. I love him deeply. And, yeah. It. Ben's coming back. And, hey! Right here on Access. Yeah, it's wonderful. We have a lot of surprises. It's a fun journey and a lot of laughs, and I'm excited for everybody to see it.
He certainly enjoyed his time with Ben Affleck. It's really cool to see these bros back together again ever since Justice League. But the question also came up because these movies were delayed, and Aquaman and Lost Kingdom is pushed after the Flash movie. Does that mean that Ben Affleck is definitely 100% going to be Batman post-Flash? I can honestly say that is probably most likely the case at this point, unless something happens to the Flash, and unless they decide to, put Michael Keaton back in Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. But since Jason Momoa has already put it out, every single trade, every single person on the face of this planet already knows that Ben Affleck is going to be in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It'd be pretty bad if all of a sudden they said, well, never mind, let's put Michael Keaton instead. But if they really truly wanted Michael Keaton, then they would have kept the Batgirl movie. And we all know what happened with the Batgirl movie. In fact, apparently they are putting out funeral screenings for the Batgirl movie. For close friends and family of the cast and crew and execs, they are getting to watch that movie one final time before it's locked away, because it's going to be a tax write-down, and if it's ever shown after it's a tax write-down, then the IRS can come and get them. But despite all that, the directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah both said that if Warner Brothers ever contacted them to make another movie, they would gladly do so. Hey, if you're gonna make another Batgirl movie, and if Ben Affleck's gonna be the Batman for the DCEU after the Flash movie, after Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, maybe they'll make Batgirl again with Leslie Grace, J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser, and of course, Ben Affleck as Batman. So what do you think of the news that the movies are being pushed back, and what do you think about Ben Affleck being the DCEU Batman after The Flash? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.